Hello. Welcome to Clover Shoe Store. How can I help you today? You are looking for some shoes. Alright. Heels, for sure. Is there a particular height that you're looking for? Fairly tall. Are you familiar and comfortable with walking in heels? Or will you also be needing some assistance and some tips and tricks on how to walk in high heel shoes? Yes, we do offer classes here as well. It's a bit of a skill, isn't it? Okay, for sure. The first thing that I must ask, is there a preference for color, for the material used? Do you want something strappy, a boot? Okay, so not a boot. Okay, you're just looking for just a regular heel. Okay, well, I actually have some already up here with me. There was another person looking for heels. I don't know what it is. I have lots of people looking for heels right now, so I suppose I could start with some of these ones since you don't have a particular preference. Okay, that sounds great. Well, I will start with these beautiful pink heels. I also have the other one right here, but probably only need to show one at a time. So I'm going to put the other one down. So as you can see, this is a nice, comfortable heel. It's fairly tall, but the back part of the heel is relatively thick. There is not too much of a platform. I would say, at its widest, just a little over half an inch, which is really not so bad. You can still get that height without it feeling too out of control or too dangerous if you were somewhat of a beginner with platforms. This is very shiny, which some people really enjoy. Definitely not a matte look at all. And it's just an absolutely beautiful pink. Not quite a bubblegum pink. I'd say it's almost in between a bubblegum and a hot pink. Now, this particular shoe is from one of our brand's Pleasers. Very good brand. It's kind of mid-tier. The price isn't too expensive, but it's definitely not our cheapest stuff. But I would say that the quality is quite good for a mid-tier high heel shoe. It's definitely not one of our luxury brands, but it will definitely not seem cheap when you're walking around in them. It also has this little elastic, so if the size is a little bit too big, it can still offer you support. So there's a little bit of wiggle room here. So I'll just kind of bring it up close to you so you can take a peek. See if it's something you like. And I'm just tapping it so you can see the quality and hear the quality. Now, this is just our show shoe. So as you can see, it's a little bit beat up. There's some little fraying around the edges, but that's just because we've had lots of people wear this. Should be wearing gloves right now, to be honest. And it's been tapped on many, many times. If you were to purchase this shoe, there would be no damage, I assure you. Anyways, I think this shoe is very fun, very flirty. It's just a good time. Okay, well, up next, let's go towards something a little bit higher. I have these green shoes by Tanja. as you can see, these ones are a little bit larger. I will show you them beside the pink shoes for reference. So you can see the height difference. So, as you can see, if you're wearing the green shoes, your little toes are going to be, about 1.5 inches higher than the pink shoes. So there's a lot more space between you and the floor, and it can be a little bit dangerous. So if you like danger, and if you like fake crocodile skin, then these are the shoes for you. I would also say that these ones aren't incredibly good at holding your feet in, so you need to be comfortable with kind of holding on for dear life these shoes. It's a really beautiful green. Now, personally, if I may be honest with you, one thing that I don't like about these shoes is that it says the size in the back. Maybe not the best design choice, personally, but I'm sure that you could just scratch it off if you wanted to. The show shoe is already kind of missing a little bit of the silver, so I'm sure that if you kind of went at it, you can make that silly silver number go away. I do enjoy the mesh top. And just the curves of this shoe. It's very beautiful, very stylistic, very intense. So if you are looking to turn heads with a shoe, while also having it be, a muted enough color that it would match a lot of different outfits, then I would go for this. Just make sure you're not planning on going on any long walks, because this would not be good. Again, the heel is not incredibly narrow. It does have a bit of thickness to it. It's fairly sturdy, so I don't think you need to worry about this heel breaking at all. I personally don't know how well I would do walking in these, but it is here for you if you feel like you can brave these shoes. The price, love? Yes, well, the price for these ones, I believe, was $100 US. So it's around the same price point, Tanja, as the pleasers. I would say that they are slightly more expensive, but not by much. Okay, so the next shoe that I'm going to show you is not a very well-known brand. They enjoy people being able to let out their own artistic selves, so you buy the shoe half finished. So there are some lines that show, but the idea is that you're supposed to decorate and embellish them yourselves to make yourself a perfect customized shoe at a low price point. So let me just grab those. So here I have them. They are in a lovely orange shade. Yes, when I decided to order these for our shop, I thought that they were going to be red, but as you know, sometimes oranges look a lot like reds. I've also made that mistake when dyeing my hair back when I was in my teens, bright orange. Oof. So, anyways, I will put one shoe aside because holding two is just too much for me. So this one just has some fabric on the outside, almost like burlap. And, well, the outside is orange, the inside is kind of pink and a little unfinished. You can see gold on the side and some crumbs from my lunch. But think of all the possibilities with the shoe. You can glue on, sew, or tape anything you wanted. You could truly make this one of a kind. You'll notice that this shoe doesn't really, sit properly. The heel kind of goes backwards a bit, so it's kind of teeter-tottery a little bit, but that's just the fun of it, right? Sometimes you need some unpredictable things in your life. So, again, these shoes are very cheap. Very cheap. seem terribly interested in those. Okay, so the next thing that I'll be showing you is another shoe by the brand Danja. And these shoes are perfect for bringing out your inner dominatrix. They're about the same height as this one. I would say they're about the same height. They look a little bit bigger. Yes, this one only looks bigger because it goes over the toes. So, just put these here like this. You can see them very glossy. And the cool thing about these is that the backside is red. And again, why? Why would they do that? That's okay. Just getting a little bit of glue or something in the back here. Okay. So, this is a very bold piece, and I like that it has a little strap for around your ankle. This obviously will stay on your feet a lot better than the sandal heels that I showed you earlier. Although sometimes if you're about to mess up and wipe out, it might be better to be able to kick them off as opposed to them being stuck on your feet and breaking an ankle. But that is just a risk you'll have to take with these shoes. The inside is a nice, gentle gray. Very smooth. There's a decent amount of room for your little toes, so you won't be too cramped in this shoe. Just look at those heels. Perfect for walking down cobblestone streets or stepping on a man's balls. Whatever you prefer to do on your Saturday night. And again, the price point for these are really not that bad. You know, you might be able to find some higher end brands that maybe wouldn't have things like this seam down the middle, but I think these are the perfect halfway point for getting a very smooth look, very nice looking, very sturdy, and it won't break your bank, unlike those man's balls. So if you would like to get these, let me know. We also have a very similar style that's covered, and it is a thigh-high boot with straps, with silver buckles and stuff like that. So I know you said you weren't interested in boots, but if you change your mind, that's there for you too. So I will put this on. The final shoes that I'll be showing you today are more of a classic glittery look. They're not super high, as you can see. So they are a perfect sort of mid-height heel. These are probably the smallest heels that we've seen so far. Yeah, I would say these are kind of classic looking. They have a very retro vibe to them. And how awesome are these sparkles? I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. Absolutely breathtaking. Not very hard to walk in. These straps are very cute. However, unless you have particularly juicy feet, I think you'll find that these straps can be a little bit loose. So keep that in mind. It doesn't ruin the look of the shoe. It can just be maybe a little bit distracting when it's not perfectly contoured and against your feet and your ankles. So again, keep that in mind. They might fit you perfectly. I have tried these shoes on myself. I have somewhat narrow feet, and these, it was a little fluttery, I guess you could say. But yes, take a look. Just an absolute classic, blah, blah. Excuse me. These would look so wonderful with a beautiful nightgown. Just demands to be worn with a beautiful dress, absolutely showcasing it. It almost looks like it's covered in diamonds. Very beautiful. These are from Le Chateau. The company has actually gone out of business now. However, we do still have some of their items in stock, so I recommend, if you are interested in these, getting them while you can, because once it sells, it's gone forever. Yes, COVID has been a real push towards businesses. Well, yes, I'm trying my best. That is why I'm doing my services over the internet. Trying to connect with my customers and doing virtual shoe services, yes. We're all trying our best. And how have you been during this time? That is very understandable. Yes. So, what did you think? Oh yes, I loved those too. And the height on those other ones were just absolutely fantastic. Yes, I can look into those Tanger ones, absolutely. Yes, let's see. So what size are you needing? Okay. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we do not have the size in those shoes. Okay, yeah, you want to try the pink ones? Sure thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, no size in those either. It's a very common shoe size. They do sell out rather quick. The other Tanger shoes? Sure thing. No again. Silver ones? Okay. I'm afraid the silver ones are sold out in that size. Well, looks like that just leaves the orange ones. So let me just see. Yeah, they were they're sold out too, actually. You know, I remember now. I just sold the last one in your size earlier today. Or what do I have in your size? Well, let's look. Okay, let me just scroll here. Sold. Okay. Well, here's one. Here, let me just screen share and I'll bring it up for you. Okay. Well, yeah, as you can see, you know, it's artistic. You know, it's maybe not your first choice, but it'll certainly turn quite a few heads. You know, I haven't seen a lot of people wearing these before. Okay. Huh? You'll get them? No other choice? Yeah. Well, I hope that you like them. Let me just send you a quick email. Could you provide me with your email, please? Thank you. Is that at Hotmail? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to be sending that to you. You will get an invoice. Once you pay that off, the shoes will automatically be shipped to the address that you provide, okay? I hope that you like your new shoes. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, looking at our stock. If we get any of those other ones in stock again, would you like to be put on a mailing list so you can be notified when they're back? Sure. Okay, I will send that to you.